Hi, welcome to 5 Minutes of Torah with the BI Rabbi. I'm Rabbi Adam Stein, and these are my lovely boys, Eli and Gabriel.
Hi. Hi.
We're out in Gibson's on the Sunshine Coast. A little bit of a family getaway, but really I'm working on the High Holy Days, preparing for the alternative service. Actually, we have a new name, the Kehila service, that I've been running with some community members the past several years. It'll be downstairs in the conference center this year. Also working on a sermon for the sanctuary for the second day of Rosh Hashanah. You hungry?
Yeah.
And I'm also connecting with the Jewish community here on the Sunshine Coast, especially here in Gibson. Several of our Beth Israel families live out here, full-time or part-time, and I'm going to meet some new Jewish families out here. We're having a great Friday evening gathering tonight, and I'll be doing Havdalah with some of the congregants as well tomorrow night. But now that I have my kids here with me, I'm thinking about something that, you guys laugh a lot about. I read something, a friend of mine and colleague, a conservative rabbi, Eli Garfinkel, he found a midrash that he was teaching about, a rabbinic teaching about something from this week's Torah portion. The Torah says that when we're camping out in the wilderness, the hundreds of thousands or maybe millions of Israelites in the wilderness in the book of Deuteronomy that we get Moses teaching from, says you should take your gear, your stuff, and your tools, and make sure that there's a place outside the camp where you can go and bury your poop. Okay, you guys can go now. I just needed to hear to laugh. It actually says that we need to be able to do something with. Bye, Gabriel.
I'm staying.
Okay, you're gonna stay. With with our bodily needs. And it says you should take your gear, azanecha, and go out and do this. But there's a midrash, a teaching that says we can actually spell the word in a different way, just play with the vowels, the rabbis do this all the time, and say oznecha. So when it says you take your gear and cover up the hole where you go and do your business, if we change the word to be oznecha, it's talking about ears, and we should be plugging up our ears, not when we do some poop, but when we hear things, or we're about to hear things that are not so good. Meaning, gossip, lashon hara, not nice things that people are saying. We should plug up our ears as opposed to plugging up the hole in the ground. And it's a great lesson about plugging up our ears and trying not to listen, and certainly not to pass on things when we hear gossip in the community, around the world, with our family, with our friends. There's even another teaching from Rabbi Bar Kapara from the Talmud that he asks why we have these little things, these soft parts, the lobes hanging down from our ears. It's so that we can go like this and cover up our ears so we don't hear the bad things that people are saying about others, or maybe the bad things people are saying about us.
Or run.
So let's take this lesson as we go into the High Holy Days and the time of reflection, starting with Slichot on Saturday night. Tomorrow night, if you're watching this on Friday, a beautiful service that Harley Rothstein and Debbie Fenton will be leading with wonderful new Slichot prayer books that are sponsored by Harley and Eleanor. And we can take this teaching to heart to use our ears, or maybe cover up our ears, to not hear the things that shouldn't be passed around